Hello, everyone. Raymond Moore and my wonderful wife Cynthia is joining us here in 1 second.
Right here.
She's here.
Right here. I had to get the computer.
So we can find out who's saying what. And
Yeah.
so
You're just gonna have to sit right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's move the camera around. How's that?
I actually liked it better over there
Over where?
when you had it on that side.
Well, let's see how that is.
Is that okay for you?
Yep.
Was it as good for you having it over there as it is for me?
There you go. We're getting our cameras set up. So
it doesn't matter how early we try to get started for this.
We tried.
We started at 4 o'clock and we just got Sarah in bed and got the dogs in their kennels and they're complaining upstairs because of it. But that's okay. They can complain all they want.
Let's get a little closer my way.
I'd love to sit closer to you. I always love sitting close to you.
So.
Okay, we have a different program we're using tonight.
Yep.
Is this correct?
Are
you
streaming? But first, stop. Hello, everyone. Raymond Moore, Kilted Prepper. Got to remember where the camera is. How's everybody doing?
And Cynthia.
The
Kilted Prepper and Cynthia.
Hey, Holly. How you doing?
Hi, Holly.
So
from New Jersey. We've got a couple people in New Jersey. Tom is in New Jersey, too.
Yeah.
Let me pull us up here and make sure that we're getting sound. Holly, can you hear us? Can you
give it a thumbs up and let us know if you hear us and everything? So
okay,
my hat beret is being difficult tonight.
Are we on Real Men too?
No.
We're not streaming to Real Men tonight? Okay.
Just us.
Okay. We should start doing that too because
they're
a lot of fun.
So whew.
Heavy sigh. Katie's here. West North Carolina, I'm assuming. WNC.
So, and she's giving us a thumbs up. So
good. Let me get this up here so I can see all the comments. I'm assuming. And
there. So
good.
Awesome. So how's everybody doing tonight? How's life?
How's your Easter weekend going?
Yeah, how's your Easter weekend going?
Ours has gone great so far.
So far, yeah.
Yep, so far we're not done with it. We have a big day at church tomorrow. And we have Easter Bunny coming in the morning.
Yep.
So we're not going to make the sunrise service with a 7-year-old and Easter Bunny.
Nope, not
I
tomorrow.
think we would be a stressed mess. Good. Holly says she can hear us perfectly.
Good.
Good deal.
So first of all, if you're new here, just thank you so much for joining us this evening. We're going to have a big barrel of monkey fun. And do me a favor, if you are new, like, subscribe, and share, and then ring that little bell so you know when we are posting new videos and going live. And then for all our wonderful community members, thank you for chiming in and making wonderful comments and questions and stuff. We really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun on Saturday nights. We really do. We're looking forward to these now and getting to know you better.
Once we sit down, it's just great.
Yeah.
It's just getting everybody taken care of.
so just, getting to know y'all and everything like that. And so it's just been a lot of fun. And we're coming up, for some interesting topics, so that we want to talk to you about and everything. But first, do me a favor, folks. A lot of what I'm talking about, a lot about my videos and everything, I'm really talking about a lot that's in my book here, The Poor Man's Guide, Survive the Coming Storm, Poor Man's Guide to Preserving Your Wealth and Economic Collapse. And that's what we're seeing today, folks, is this economic collapse coming. More and more countries are joining BRICS, and we're seeing a slow decline of the dollar. And so as that slow decline happens, we're going to start seeing prices start to rise up more and more. Now, the interesting thing you guys need to watch out for, two things. And this is what the feds are going to do. So if the feds choose to do another interest rate hike, then that's pushing towards depression. If the feds do what's called quantitative easing, then that's going to cause hyperinflation. So
which one do you want?
Which do you want to die by cancer, or do you want to die, in an auto accident?
By a car and die by cancer.
Yeah.
Which one?
So
neither one is very good for our country.
We're not looking good right now. So I don't know if you saw my last video where Mexico is now joining the BRICS nation, and then also Saudi Arabia. All these countries are coming on board. In August, I believe they're going to be meeting in South Africa and actually voting on all these new members and bringing them in. And so I know Argentina, I know Saudi Arabia. Turkey is kind of sitting out there. Angola, Nigeria, and then some others too. So we're seeing more and more countries jump on board. Now, in my book, I talk about an organization called the Asian Infrastructure Bank. And this is something that they put together back around 2016 or so. And if you want to know who is in favor of BRICS, you can Google Asia Infrastructure Bank, and it'll take you to their website, and then look at all the member nations that have joined that. That is probably who's going to join BRICS. And even some of our allies are in there. And I think what's going to happen is kind of like what France did, a week and a half ago. They were the first ones to actually buy fuel from China, or they bought it from Russia, and they used the yuan to pay for it. And so we're going to...
Our dollar is just...
Not doing good.
Not doing good.
So I highly, highly recommend that you guys start buying precious metals and then tangible assets. But first and foremost, what you truly want to do is get your pantry in order. The more food you have, the better. Food is your best investment. Prices are constantly going up. And what's going to happen if you just continue to work at it, your pantry is going to turn into your grocery store. And then all you need to do then is just basically buy what you're pulling out. Replace it.
Things as you pull them out.
Yeah. And so do that. And, basically when, SHTF happens and everything, it's not like food's going to disappear or anything like that. It's going to just be higher in price. And more people are going to be priced out of the market. And because of that, we're going to see a rise in crime.
Yes.
So,
and we're going to see a rise. Well, we're already seeing a rise in people losing their homes.
Yep.
The job layoffs.
The job layoffs are going.
Yep.
We're
it's a pretty scary time to be in America right now. So far as I saw today, just walking by, I didn't look at it. I couldn't handle look at it. About a predictor was saying that there's a huge stock market. They're looking for a stock market crash. Did you see that today? Or was that just one of those scare things?
It's just one of those scare things.
Because it did scare me when I walked by and saw it.
There is, like it or not, the market is going to go down. It is projected to go down about 25% this year.
Oh my goodness.
But what we're seeing right now is we're seeing actually a decent rally taking place. And they projected is that the rally is probably going to peak somewhere in midsummer or something like that. Again, they're basing this also on the next Fed meeting and what they're going to do and all that other stuff. And so, but biggest thing, we still have time. And that's the wonderful thing, is that we still have time to get our house in order, get our pantry in order, get everything in order, get that garden going.
Yeah.
And
Holly said her garden beds are built. Her topsoil is coming next Friday. Her husband are having a great time. It's my husband is finally getting it in his thick skull to buy metals.
Awesome.
That's good, Holly.
Yeah.
I was your husband. It took me a while to come around to that too. And the hardest thing that I had to come to grips with was looking at food as an investment. Because especially when I was a single mom, it was like I bought only what I needed to have in the refrigerator, enough to get me through. My dad used to come over and look in my refrigerator, and he'd be like, "Oh, Mother Hubbard's cupboard." And I looked at, if I was going to spend money, I was going to spend something that I could physically see and use. But I never thought of food as an investment. And if you look at it that way, it sure makes a lot of sense right now. That's for sure.
Yep. because our food bills have been,
Our food bills have skyrocketed
but
up until the time we started getting our
yeah,
pantry,
pantry
really,
going,
really well set. And that's what.
and that's what we're doing
Mm,
is, but if you build your pantry up and get things going and everything, your pantry becomes your grocery store.
yep.
So,
Katie just said the Walmart her daughter works has had a dramatic increase in shoplifting. Yes.
mm-hmm,
Yep.
yep.
And then that was Katie. And town, and with that plant laid off 1,100 people in a town of 4,400. Oh, that breaks my heart.
Well,
Wow. Yes, food is definitely an insurance policy. That's a good way of looking at it.
yeah,
That's a real good way of looking at it. It's
yeah.
an insurance policy.
You can eat tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, too, when you get your pantry, and even when SHTF happens and everything, your pantry, you're going to just have to replace stuff. It's not like you're going to run out of everything all at once.
Right.
You replace this, you replace that, and if things go like the way of Venezuela, then what you're going to do is, 1 week you're going to see rice on sale. So what you do is you go in and buy a boatload of rice. The next week you may see canned peas on sale. You go in and buy a boatload of canned peas. This way, what you're doing is you're constantly restocking your pantry, keeping it going, and everything like that. And
we're never going to run out of SpaghettiOs, are we?
No.
We'll always be good with SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, we had that, and
that was last week's topic.
That was last week's topic. But other things that you can do, and I know, but look into gold backs. Gold backs this is actually impregnated with gold, and they're, so if you anything you want to melt it down, you can, but this is a great inexpensive way of start purchasing gold. And then start looking and getting silver. Silver prices, in fact, interesting, American Precious Metals Exchange, apmx.com, just put a stifle or a limit, a cap on purchases, meaning that if you want to buy silver from them, you have to at least make a $200 purchase. And so what this is doing is basically counting out the single coin purchasers. And so you're going to start seeing more and more companies start doing, because there's been a run on silver like crazy recently. And we're going to continue to see that. But look into gold and start, these are great little things to have. And, they come up to, I want to say, $25 or $50 denominations, or gold back denominations, but each one gets heavier and heavier, and you can definitely feel it. But it's a great barter item, and it's real pretty too.
It is really pretty.
So, but do those things. But again, primary thing that you want to do is really focus on your pantry first, and then get your other stuff in order second. So I would say pantry first, and actually back that up. I would say get a weapon first to protect your home, then start working on your pantry, and then start getting precious metals. And then above and beyond that, get all your cool guy gear and all that fun stuff and everything like that.
And the garden.
And the garden. Yes, excuse me. Yeah, garden
Obviously,
is in there.
Yeah, garden
and precious metals. I would say garden first, then precious metals. You want to eat. If you can't eat, you die. So
Katie was saying that most sale items run on a 6-week cycle. I did not know that. Even before I started prepping, I was buying enough until the next sales cycle came around. I didn't know that. That's a 6-week cycle. That's good to know.
That's good information.
That's good information.
So tonight, what we are talking about are 10 tips to help you save money with your pantry. And so
I have to show you.
I'm gonna show this.
He has this new great program. So I made this really pretty. Can you see that?
A really pretty slide.
Yeah, my way. Whoops, I'm not. There we go. My way to save money at the grocery store. And I thought he's going to put that up, and I'm going to go, that slide looks so good. And then he told me I didn't use it. So I thought I'm going to show them. I did this. My ways to save money are probably a little different than yours.
Yeah.
Because mine are more things to do before you go to the grocery, at the grocery. Tell him, can you share real quick what happened this morning?
I'm going to share it when I'm talking about that, because this is you. Okay. In fact, you tell your first item.
My first item is, before you go grocery shopping, make a list. And this works. And then do not deviate from your list unless you are deviating to buy your extra things for the food prep. Like if you I don't shop at Walmart anymore because I cannot go into Walmart, walk the whole store, and not walk out with washcloths and, you know, just things I walk by and go, ooh, that's so cute. I think I need that. We go to Kroger now because in Kroger, we go in, we have our list. Actually, we have it in our phone. I love Alexa. She's my best friend. And we buy what is on the list. That saves you. And also, we eat before we go to the grocery store. And these things sound simple, but have you ever gone to the grocery store hungry?
Oh, yeah.
You know, we walk out with chocolate, we walk out with pastries, we walk out with all the things that we don't need to be bringing into our home, not just because of the extra cost of them, but because I end up wearing them and I wear them on me for years. So have a really good shopping list. If you're like we are, you kind of know the store. So make your shopping list as you're writing it down. What I kind of do is look and say, okay, I kind of, group them by, vegetables, by this, by that. And also Alexa does that too. And it just helps you not to buy all those extra little things that honestly add up really fast. So that's my first one, is write a shopping list, have a full stomach, because that relieves that temptation to buy those chocolate covered donuts with the almond sprinkles on top.
I want to comment here on Pat Hagee. Pat Hagee said,
Pat's on. Hi, Pat.
When my grandson was little, he saw my stash of food in the basement, and he asked me, what do you have all that food for? Are you expecting a war? That, I mean, good.
I'll tell you, it's almost prophetic from a child.
Yeah. A good answer to that, because one of the things is our daughter was, she's 7. And she was asking about it and everything. And I said, what we're doing is we're saving up for the winter. And, she's heard enough stories and things like that. And, saving up for the winter.
Yeah, we read Chicken Little and The Sky is Falling and Little Red Hen and how you have to work for your food, and the grasshopper that played his, what did the grasshopper play?
The fiddle.
The fiddle, yeah.
The ant and
the
grasshopper.
ant worked and the grasshopper played his fiddle.
Yeah.
That's right.
He did nothing. Yeah. He just hung out.
Yeah.
So
that's mine. That's my very first one. And that's a very good one.
Mine is
see, look at, he's got a great slide. Look at that.
Mine is look at your grocery store and make sure that you've got their shopper card. There's a lot of grocery stores that have shopper programs and everything. I shop Kroger's, and I'm getting stinking doggone good about doing the sales and everything like that. And in fact, I had to share this with you. Today I went shopping, did our regular weekly shopping, and then also added to the pantry. Our bill was $183, and then but I saved how much? $97.53.
And
that's how much I saved.
And now
and then, but the thing is that when you're start working some of these programs, and then look for an app as well. Kroger's, for example, they have a card, and every time you go and you scan your card, but
when you're paying.
Pardon?
When you pay, you scan your card.
When
correct?
You pay, you scan your card. Okay. But what you do then is they also have an app, and they have what's called digital coupons, and a lot of people don't realize that they have digital coupons. So you'll see the sale item that you'll get with your card, but then underneath in really small print is, but if you do the digital coupon, you're going to do this price. So for example, sliced cheese was on sale for $2.49.
That was what the sign said.
That's what the sign said.
$2.49 with your shopper
$2.49
card.
with the shopper card. But in a little itty bitty print, digital coupon, and they have a QR code that you need to scan. It was $1.49.
You saved $1 each one.
I saved $1 by scanning
that little tiny.
Yeah. But a lot of people don't.
I did not know that.
I am in Kroger's a lot, and I watch people. They don't look.
They don't know that.
They don't know about the. I mean, some people do, but I don't notice people scanning stuff. So people don't know that. But odds are that Safeway has it, Piggly Wiggly has it, some of the bigger grocery stores, Alpha Beta has it, and everything. By you, look and really see if they have some of these shopper cards. Now, I like Kroger's because Kroger's also gives me points for gasoline. And so the more you buy, the more points you get. Now about every other week, Kroger sends me an email and they say, hey, you're going to get 4 times the points this Friday if you shop on Friday. So whenever we have 4 times the points, I always go shopping on Friday so I can get those 4 times the points. And then the last time, that was like last week.
It was last week.
Yeah, last week. I filled our car up for just $40. And so
used to be a lot, but
about
now
$50-$60. Yeah,
it's really saved a lot of money.
Yeah, so look at these things. If you got a Kroger's by you, man, definitely take advantage of Kroger's. Not only do they have the sale card, not only do you get gas points, but they also have their app, and you can do digital coupons and things. So that's my tip.
Okay, my tip is, and this one I got offline, but I thought it was a really great tip. It says to shop later in the evening. And the reason they say to shop even later in the evening is because a lot of the perishable items can be knocked down in price. And rather than throwing them away, they'll knock them down. And I've seen that with bakeries too, with breads and things. And we've also seen that at Kroger so far as their meat. Mm-hmm. They'll knock their meat down in price. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So shopping later in the evening, if you have the energy, if you don't have a 7-year-old, shop in the evening. So, have you heard that before?
No.
Mm-mm. I thought that was a real good one, and it makes total sense.
Yeah. So, and I mixed up your slide. What's your number slide? 2 again?
Well, I'm picking them out of order. I'm just kind of...
No, don't pick them out of order. You've got to keep them in order.
I got to keep in order. Did you really make slides just for me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, my second one after was... The first one was write the list before you go shopping.
Okay.
Like this. The second one actually was once you've gone shopping and you're going to make a meal, make multiple meals.
Meals, see?
Yeah. If you're going to make... Oh, that's a great slide. If you're going to make a meal... and make double the amount. Therefore, it saves you money not having to rebuy the stuff. You've got a meal in your freezer or to give to your mother or whomever, and that way you're only doing the work once. You're messing everything up. You're making the mess once, and then you have 2 meals.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So that was a nice slide. I'm sorry you didn't tell me that.
Well, you had them number 1, 2, 3.
I did, but I decided I liked shopped on Wednesdays more than I liked multiple meals.
I'm looking at this.
I'm a woman. I can change my mind.
I'm getting all confused and everything.
I did that just to confuse you.
Yeah, you did. So mine is shop sales. Now, and again, this is...
I'm sorry, excuse me. Michelle says their Safeway marks their meat down in the morning. I wonder if they'd work on over. That's good to know too.
They actually, Kroger's does mark their meat down in the morning.
Oh, do they really?
They come out every morning at 5. At 9 is usually when they put out the manager specials. So shopping, I like shopping in the morning myself because I can, again, Kroger's and stuff.
Sherry's a woman after my own heart. I make lists for my lists. That's me, Sherry.
But
okay, I'll stay in order now.
Yeah. So what I do here, let's see.
Isn't this a cool program? I love this.
So I look for sales, but I not only look at sales at Kroger's, but I also look at sales. We have a golden line or price line or value line.
We have a Lion. Is it
Lion King or something like that?
Yeah,
so I'll keep an eye on those. We get the flyers and the mails and everything. And then any other supermarket. Food Lion, yes.
That's it. Katie has a Food Lion.
So check all these flyers. Now, where we live, everything is literally like 5 minutes away. And so, if I need to run to Food Lion for 99-cent pork chops, then guess what I'm doing? I'm running to Food Lion for 99-cent pork chops and things. And then when you find some of these sales that you're just going to that store just for that one item, stock up on it. Buy 10 pounds of pork chops because at 99 cents a pound, that's a great deal. You're not going to
see that again for a while.
You can freeze it, get a vacuum sealer and everything and suck the air out and freeze it and stuff. But look at the different sales. So when you get those junk mail, don't just toss it. What you want to do is actually look at it and see if there's anything that's worth you driving there and picking up.
Yeah, so we literally could go from Kroger to Walmart to Food Lion. They're no more than 5 minutes apart.
Yeah.
It would take you longer to walk into the store than it would take you to drive from place to place to place.
Yeah, and then jump on the
love
freeway
living-
to go home.
Yeah, I love living in a small town. I just love it here.
So, what's your number 3?
My number 3 was actually shop on Wednesdays, because weekly specials overlap. I think Tuesdays is when the specials come out, and Wednesday is when the new specials start on Wednesday, I believe.
And
weekly specials tend to overlap on Wednesday, meaning you could have access to last week's specials as well as the specials for the next week.
Kroger's does that.
Kroger does that? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a shop on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's a nice slide.
You
just did a good job with
work
this.
hard.
I know you do. That is a great slide.
So,
and it's a Cynthia 3, so I guess I do have to stay in order.
So my next one is actually buy in bulk. And work hard at buying in bulk, especially during the holidays. Right now, we are seeing this is the Easter holiday. And so I stocked up on some things today when I went to the grocery store. Butter was on sale for, I want to say, 5 something for two blocks or 2 pounds of butter. So that's I bought 1, 2, 3. So I got 6 blocks of butter to add to the freezer. And
was that on the sale? Then did you scan to get an extra sale? That didn't have the extra.
That's just a regular sale. So, but during the holidays are really good times to do shopping. Kroger's has 99 cents a pound ham. And so I bought 2 hams. Now they do have a limit, and so it said 2 hams. So I grabbed 2 hams, added them to the freezer. And so these are things that even though we're not going to eat it right now or anything, add it to the freezer anyways. Take advantage of some of these sales and buy basically in bulk. So if you're looking, because one of the things I remember Walmart during Christmas time had, green beans and corn at 50 cents a can.
I remember that.
Yeah. So guess what I did? I bought a boatload of green beans and corn. And the thing is that now we have enough green beans and corn to basically last a year. If we wanted to do, have a side dish and everything, we would have enough green beans and corn to pull from and stuff. But always look for those super sales. And then again, stock up when you can. And, if you have to put some things back to get all this other stuff, then do that so that you can really hit that pantry hard. Because these sales, they're going to start becoming farther and fewer between. What we're seeing is last year's prices are this year's sales. So keep an eye on that.
Another thing I'm going to do is after Easter tomorrow, I'm going to go buy chocolate.
Yeah.
Because Sarah is not going to care if the chocolate that she eats is in the shape of a Easter bunny. She's not going to care if the little Hershey Kisses are pastel. In fact, she'll like that. And a lot of times after the holidays, they will clearance out their chocolate because it all looks like Easter candy. So that's what I'm going to do. Is not that I need the chocolate, but I'm going to buy it for her.
Yeah.
Did that sound convincing?
Yeah. So
okay. My next one, which I already did that one. Shop later in the evening.
Later in the evening. Well, you can see my picture.
Okay, it's a great picture.
Yeah.
I think this is a great program. I love this.
So shop later in the evening.
I shop later in the evening.
So do you want to expand on that at all? Or did you expand on that enough?
I think everybody understood.
Yeah.
I don't ever shop later in the evening because I'm too tired at night to go out.
I like shopping in the morning.
He likes shopping in the morning.
So, all right. Mine is buy sales or bulk items on Amazon. As you guys know, I work hard at always scanning what's going on Amazon, at least for August and Farms and some of these other food items, or whenever I'm seeing a super sale, I'll send out a buy alert or something like that. And then, but I also have a page, and how I track this is I made a page, and I actually have it on my website. And if you go to raymondmoore.com/shop, my Amazon page comes right up. You can sit there and scan and look at all the prices and everything. And just to make sure you get the best prices, hold your shift button down and hit your refresh button. And that'll clear your cache. And then all the new prices will pop in there and things. So do that. I'm always adding to the pantry with August and Farms. Whenever we see super sales or anything like that, I pick it up and just do it slowly.
You message out though, don't you?
I send out messages
too, and you come across a really great.
I send it out to my email list and I send it out to my Telegram list, And so, and that's something. Get on my Telegram list, folks, and I'll put a link in the description, or the description is there. But join my Telegram group. I am sending out news like crazy, and it's interesting. I'm beating the mainstream press or Fox News about 24, 48 hours. And so, do that. But that's where I always send my buy alerts. I will always send it there first. Then I usually post to Facebook and everything, and then I set up and send out an email.
So Telegram is the best place to get it first.
If you want to jump on it fast and everything, get on my Telegram news group.
Michael, I gasped. I read it this minute ago. Aldi's has butter at $2.49, green beans at 50 cents a can.
Wow.
Do we have an Aldi's here?
We need to find the Aldi's.
Do we have an Aldi's?
I think there's one here. I just don't know where it is. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't know if we have an Aldi's. I've not seen it.
Mm-hmm. But
that's a great.
Yeah, 50 cents a can really that's worth going in and get a couple flats.
Mm-hmm.
A flat is usually about 12 or 24 cans, depending. But buy a couple flats, and then you don't have to buy green beans for another year.
Mm-hmm.
That's one less thing you have to buy. And so a penny saved is a penny earned. So, and then butter, that's a great price. So that's kind of basic.
Sherry says she loves your Telegram channel. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you. So
can you post a link to the Telegram? Yes, he will do that.
It's already there in the description. If you
there's one on Hirschberger.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know where Hirschberger Road is. I'm sure you do.
Yeah,
but we do. We have to check that out. That will be
Google
there tomorrow.
Map it.
Yeah. Well, not in Easter. We'll be there Monday.
Yeah, but we have to check that out. Definitely.
That's a good deal.
So, what is your
my
next
last one? Is when you do cook and you make these meals, eat the leftovers. I have had people say to me, I hate leftovers. I don't understand that, because I think that leftovers are better. I think the longer the food sits. And if you eat the leftovers, especially if you're a working woman, a working man, and you can take them to work the next day for your lunch, it saves you from going out. I can remember going out and driving through and getting a full value meal for $2.49. When we go out now, for the three of us, it's $25 at Burger King to get 3 meals. And I don't even get a drink. I just get a sandwich. So take your leftovers to work, eat them there, feed them to your kids, but don't waste them. If you waste your food, it's sinful. Well, and plus you also know the quality of food you're eating, because a lot of times when you drive through, you don't know that Burger King. I mean, I don't think you probably won't even look in the kitchen on a lot of them. So that's mine.
Okay.
Did you do a slide for mine?
Yeah, I did.
Remember? I missed it. I'm sorry. Oops. I was looking at the camera. And, love leftovers. Yes, I love leftovers.
So
he makes a lot of soups.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of soup leftovers.
And what we do is I make a big pot of soup. And then we feed off of it for several days.
And haven't you dehydrated? Didn't we have some left over one time when you dehydrated what we had left and did, so we didn't waste any of it? Yeah,
and that went into a mason jar. And
the next time we make soup.
Yeah, so I do that as well.
Yeah, but it kind of becomes a challenge, to see just how much money you can save. Because with times getting worse, every penny you can save will help you down the road.
Yeah.
Because everything is going up in price, and salaries, unfortunately, are not going up commensurate with the way that the
economy
is going.
No, not at all. In fact, our salaries have been going down, where our buying power is not. It's taking more away from our salaries and everything like that.
Obviously,
I think it's now costing people another $300 extra a month. From last year, or
I thought it was $700
a month.
The typical American family has $700 a month less.
More, $700 less.
Buying power every month.
Yeah,
I believe that.
Yeah,
looking at utility bills, looking at gasoline, looking at everything else, I believe that.
Sherry says she likes to reinvent the leftovers. I do that all the time too.
She does too. He does too.
Yeah,
yeah, that's smart.
I'm an instinct cook, and so I can look in the refrigerator and I can put a meal together in my head. And so I don't need recipes or anything like that. Recipes give me ideas, things.
Yeah, my mom used to just sit and read recipes. She and my grandma would sit for hours together and just read recipes. I don't understand. I don't like to cook, so he's our resident cook, which is wonderful. He's a good cook.
My final thing here is get tools for the kitchen so that you can start making things yourself. Save money by making it yourself. We make bread.
Yep, that's our
our grain mill.
The Nutri-Mill.
Nutri-Mills are, we have the Nutri-Mill, we have the Excalibur, we have the Food Saver, and we have the crock pots. And so all these things I'm making on my own, and in the long run, that definitely saves you money. And these are things, and this is what I kind of talked about last time, or one of my tangible assets video. These are tangible assets because they're going to pay you over the long term. And another thing is, buy them now before you lose more buying power. And it's important to do that. The best price I saw was probably about 3-4 weeks ago on Excalibur. Was about $189. It's now, I think, ticked up to what, let's see, Excalibur 210. So Excalibur is now sitting at 210, and I'm putting all these links in the description below as well, so they're there for you. But these are the things that we have for our kitchen. And then also with the Nutri-Mill, I think is like $349, and people are like, wow, man, that's a lot of money. But a 50-pound bag of wheat is $35. And a 50-pound bag of wheat is about 2 5-gallon buckets full of wheat. And I make bread a lot.
He makes bread a lot.
And I'm still working on our first bucket that I've got and everything. And so, but also with you, I use hard red wheat for my bread, and then I've got hard white, and hard white is used for pasta. And so you can mix the two if you want, but the hard red gives you more gluten, gives it that sponginess, that elasticity and everything. Where hard white, what that does is more for pasta. So we've got a lot of those there. But our wheat grinder is great because, one, I can run it off of my solar generator. Two, I can adjust the grind to it and actually make cereal.
Like this particular one.
Yeah, definitely. And so I can get extra fine flour, or I can turn it into cereal and make, granola and everything like that. So you can buy a bunch of different wheat, grains and everything. You can't use oily grains. Like you can't grind your coffee in this thing. You can't grind peanuts in this thing. Anything oily will chew up gum up the stones. But these are actually stones. So you're getting a stone ground wheat.
And there's just something special about eating bread that you've actually ground the wheat for. It's just a cool thing.
And then it's something else too, is that it's not as loud as these impact grinders. Impact grinders sound like stinking jet engines. I mean, it's loud, but it's not that loud at all. I mean, people are rather surprised when they hear how loud it is. Like, wow, it's not loud at all. So, but I love our Nutri-Mill. We use our dehydrator all the time.
All the time.
In fact, I'm coming out with a dehydrator book here pretty soon.
I was editing it today. It's going to be a good book. I'm really enjoying just reading it and editing it.
So that's coming out here soon.
He's the brains and I do the grammar. I'm the grammar marm, and he writes the books.
Yep. And then, when you start growing your garden and everything, one of the things you're going to need to do is start pickling a lot of your vegetables and stuff. So you have pickled vegetables and other things. I'm thinking about doing a recipe book on that as well. I'm more
real big into dehydrating.
I'm more into dehydrating than I am pickling. So, but one of the things, try adding pineapple to your sauerkraut. So do your cabbage and add pineapple, and that's really good.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's actually good.
It really sounds good. You eat dehydrated sauerkraut too.
Yeah, dehydrated sauerkraut. Oh my goodness.
He actually dehydrated sauerkraut. It was kind of an experiment, and holy cow, is that good? He ground it up then, or you put it into the
food grinder.
Yeah, the food grinder, and made a powder of it, and put it on potatoes. I mean, it is so really could put it on anything. Yeah, it is so good.
Yeah, and so I do that, but the go ahead.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah, no. It's good.
Michael was saying two things. He likes to make stale bread pancakes for breakfast. I have never heard of that. I don't know what a stale bread pancake is. I'd like to know what that is.
But yeah,
that sounds really interesting.
share your recipe or
Yeah,
something.
because when we get stale bread, we give it to the worms.
Yeah,
That goes out. It goes into
or the deer.
Well, yeah, the
Well,
deer.
now we're doing it to the
Now we're
worms
doing it to
because,
the worms.
but during the winter time when it
feeding
was
it to our
good,
deer.
we gave it to the deer because the deer need it.
Yeah.
You know,
And
so.
then he also said, "Where do you get your wheat from?"
We get it from a Mennonite store. If you live on the East Coast, or I mean, look where you look. I mean, look where you live,
Look where you look.
and research if you have a Mennonite community. Because if you have a Mennonite community, odds are they have a grocery store, and that's where all the Mennonites shop and everything. But they buy a lot of dry goods, so they buy corn, wheat, rye, millet, you know, all rice and everything. So they have a lot of dry goods, and the prices are really, really good. And then they have a different varieties of wheat and such. And so look at that. I mean, they also have popcorn in bulk.
Well, they even have their jams and jellies are to die for, and the prices there for homemade. Well, yeah, homemade jams and jellies compared to what you're going to pay for Welch's, you know, in the grocery store. It's much less expensive, and it's quality.
Yeah. And it's like a lot of jams and jellies is made here.
Yeah, they're made local
by the Mennonite community.
Yeah.
And so,
and it's a fun store, just a great place.
We buy a lot of sauerkraut there.
We do. We had sauerkraut and sausage last night for dinner. We love sauerkraut.
But it's just better products for something. I just like their food better. But research if you have a Mennonite community or an Amish community in your area. Odds are if you have Amish, you have Mennonite, vice versa. But they always have grocery stores. I don't know about the Amish. That's why the Mennonites, I think, kind of pick it up or something. But usually they'll have grocery stores specific for them. And that's where you get some really, really good deals, because who they order from are larger Mennonite farms. And so they try to keep the prices low and everything. And they basically sell to each other. And then another place that you can look at is the Mormon cannery. Again, go to the Mormon website, look up where your local Mormon cannery is, and they sell wheat and rice and all these other good things. And in fact, what you can do is at a Mormon cannery, you can buy the cans and everything, and the number 10 cans, and you can actually can your own wheat and on this stuff. I prefer to do 50-pound bags, and then I put things in 5-gallon food grade buckets with a gamma lid, and then oxygen absorbers in that. And so, you know, that's what we do. But those are two options that you can look into and then depending on your state, for example, I know Texas had a Mormon cannery in Dallas. They had one in San Antonio, and they had one in Houston. And so if you have a large state with a large population, then you're going to have more Mormon canneries. Smaller states like here where we live in Virginia, our cannery is in Richmond. And so that's a little too far, especially when I can just drive 20 minutes and get to the Mennonite store. So,
which is a long way away from here, the 20 minutes.
Yeah, true. Oh man, I got to drive 20 whole minutes.
I know. We have gotten moving from Houston, which is the size of Connecticut, moving to a small Virginia town where you're like, it takes us 8 minutes to get to church. It takes us 8 minutes to get to Sarah's school. I mean, we are so doggone spoiled now.
Yeah, everything is just so super close.
I got caught the other day going to church. I got caught at a traffic light, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to be running late. I got caught at a traffic light.
Yeah.
So, I like the small town living.
Yeah, we definitely do.
We definitely do.
But and then if you have to, you can order from Amazon. But the prices on Amazon are really expensive
compared to
the Mennonites and the Mormons. So, but check those two.
Plus, I would rather support people that are working doing this. I'd rather support the homegrown communities.
And there's a Mennonite website. Next week, what I'll do, if I can remember it, you guys, someone private message me later this week and tell me to get that Mennonite website. There's a Mennonite website where you can order grains and everything, and they'll ship it to you. So you can get 50-pound bags of wheat and everything. Now, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the cost of shipping, but or you might be able to find call them and say, hey, where can you have this shipped to? And I can go pick it up. So
Jean was saying that she looks at jars or another tangible asset. They pick them up at yard sales That's a real good idea.
Yeah, definitely.
And estate sales. Estate sales also, they're almost, this is going to sound terrible, but they're glorified, really nice garage sales at estate sales, because you have the estate sale company that comes in, and you can get some really good. I mean, if you're looking for a dehydrator, if you're looking for, food processors, I mean, they always have. I mean, if they did our house, they'd be all the stuff out there. They just want to sell it for the family.
Yep.
And that's a great way to find used things, and they're from someone's home.
Yeah.
So most likely they will work.
Yeah. Well,
and Michael was saying, Michael says they have a midnight store in Loveville, Maryland. So Loveville is 12 minutes from where he lives in Hollywood, Maryland.
Cool.
Which was by, what was the other town he had?
California,
Maryland.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. So Michael lives kind of in an elite area. He's got Hollywood. He's got Loveville.
And a Mennonite store.
Yeah. And a Mennonite store.
So, but yeah, check it out, bud. And, but I'll try to remember that Mennonite website next week. Or I'll post it maybe later. I'll post it later in the description once I find it and things. So, but
I'd be curious if you had grain shipped to you, what it would cost.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless they ship large volumes.
Yeah.
If they ship large volumes,
which
they may be able to keep
at $35 a bag, really isn't that bad of a price. And so you can order, 4, 8, 12 bags, and you're basically set for the rest of your life on wheat. So you never have to buy wheat again, which means you're never going to have to buy bread again. And, or you can mix and match too. Some bags of wheat, some bags of oats, some bags of hard red, rice, popcorn, corn, do a order that way. And, all the bags are like, I bought, some, oatmeal. I bought Quick Oats, and the Quick Oats was only $28 for a 50-pound bag. So,
that's really good compared to what you're going to
compared to what you're getting
what you're getting from
Quaker Oats. Yeah. So, but yeah,
and you have it in one of our.
Have it in one of our 2 of our 5-gallon buckets. Yes,
with a Mylar bag and
no, not a Mylar. I don't like Mylar bags.
You don't like Mylar bags?
I'll use a Mylar bag if it's for longer term storage. But I'm looking at us eating our food within the next 5 to 7 years. So, we're constantly rotating. Like I said, our pantry is set up to be our grocery store, and all we do is just replace what we eat, and which causes the cost of food to go down, because all you're doing is buying your replacements. And then maybe you'll find this on sale or that on sale, and you'll add to your pantry. So, but
Michael also lives by Scotland,
Maryland. How cool!
I wonder whoever named all those towns up there had a great sense of humor. That's really fun.
No kidding.
We live in Salem, which actually means peace.
Yep.
Which we didn't know that until we moved here, and I thought that's pretty cool, because we moved here trying to find peace.
Yep, we did,
and we have found peace here.
Now, beginning of May, I'm going to be speaking at the North Carolina Homesteading, basically the Mountain Preparedness Expo is the name of this, and we got 40 speakers. There's a lot of good folks speaking there. I'm one of them. I'm one of the vendors and everything. And Doc Bones, Nurse Amy is going to be there. Let's see,
this fellow right here that you just were
interviewing. That's Forrest Garvin,
yes,
who's the CEO of Sun Ovens and also runs PrepperNet. Hakeem Isgar, if you watch Hakeem, I don't know if I'm saying his last name, Isgar or something, is going to be there. He's part of the Naked and Afraid crowd. And then Susan Sanders is going to be there, great herbalist and stuff. I'm going to be there, of course.
And you're going to be selling, you're going to actually be presenting.
I am going to be debuting my dehydrator book there.
Right, because they were asking earlier when your book, Michael was asking when your book was going to be coming out.
But it's going to be May 5th through 7th, and it's going to be, let's see, where is it going to be? Somewhere in North Carolina. Oh my goodness!
It doesn't say on there, does it?
Does it? Ooh.
What town it's in?
Yeah. So
you have to post that.
Yeah, but that's, I'm going to be speaking there, and then a week after that, and I don't have a slide for that one, is the old school survival boot camp. in Ohio. And so, and at the North Carolina one, I'm going to be speaking every day, giving classes every day. And I don't know, I haven't seen the schedule yet for the boot camp. So the boot camp's in Ohio. It's going to be one of the largest ones on probably the East Coast. And so, besides prepper camp, I think Carolina as well.
When does pepper camp?
September.
Are you speaking it in?
I'm trying to.
Okay.
They might have filled up or everything, but I'm actually thinking about going to that one too.
Yeah.
Just everybody goes to prepper camp.
Mm-hmm.
So if any of you guys have been to prepper camp, let me know. And so, but that's a rather large prepper event as well. So let's see here again. Oh, I still have I counted, I think I got 10 of my specials. I'm sending out a 7 gig thumb drive with every stinking survival book and cookbook and how to and plans and all kinds of stuff, as well
a lot
as
of information,
banned books. I've got videos, I've got audios and everything. So I'm sending you an autograph book. I'm sending you a 7 gig hard drive, thumb drive. I'm doing a really cool James Bond credit card knife and a P38. And so total. Go ahead.
If you're a woman, I will send you a girly gift.
Yeah, she'll send you a girly gift. If you're a woman,
the men wouldn't appreciate it, but the women will appreciate a girly gift.
No, she's sending a really cool girly gift.
Nice girly gift. So
I just sent out to one of our folks and everything. And so she had to kind of get the soap. She kind of had to get something together and make it and everything. So
personalize it too,
and stuff. I'm turning red because I blew the surprise.
That's okay.
Yeah, $40 with shipping and handling. It's $35, but $40 with shipping and handling. So do that. Order my thing. It helps support the channel. Do you like this software that I'm doing? Do you like all these fancy slides and everything like that?
Do.
Help support the channel and get my books and stuff so that we can do more with this cool software and everything.
Yeah, there's nobody supporting us with this.
No.
It isn't like we have any sponsors that support us with it.
Not yet. So
we're good there.
But also,
we're growing.
Yeah, do me a favor and give us a thumbs up. Do a like, subscribe, share, and then truly do share these videos with your friends and family and everything. I've got to hit up to 4,000 watch hours. I'm just about there to 2,500 watch hours. And then once I hit 2,500, once I hit 4,000, I get a whole bunch of new perks with YouTube
up for us.
And so doing that. And but yeah, watch our videos. Play some of my playlists and watch those and things. And then if there's anything you guys want to know about or anything, email me, contact me. I live on Facebook and friend me on Facebook. Yeah, friend us on Facebook, please. But friend me, Raymond Moore, on Facebook, and I basically live on that. I'm in all these survival and prepper homesteading groups and everything. And so, but let me know what you'd like to know about, or something that me and Cynthia can talk about on a Saturday Night Live. And then, so we talked about my books, talked about that. Sign up for my newsletter.
Free newsletter.
My free newsletter. This week I was bad. I did not get anything out, and in fact, I didn't get what I'm trying to do is Monday, Wednesday, Friday for videos. But I am really pushing hard on this book, and so I'm sorry that we didn't get as many videos out this week because I've been dogging it, and so I need to get this book done so we can get it to the printer, and the printer can have it back for me in time to take it to North Carolina. So, yeah, so I apologize for that, but it's not because I'm slacking on videos. We're busting rear on writing a new book. So, which I'm really excited.
It's a good book.
I'm really excited about this book. I really am, folks. This is going to be really, really cool. Because what I'm doing is in the book it's really focusing on the unusual and the recipes that you really don't hear about, or what you can do with your dehydrator. I have a chapter all called Bizarre. Yeah. And my bizarre, I've got a bunch of bizarre stuff in there.
But really
And
tasty, bizarre stuff.
yeah.
Things you would never think of.
Yeah.
Things you would never think of.
And I enjoy fermenting. And so I've thrown some of my fermenting recipes in there so that you can then dehydrate it and get some other stuff. So I'm excited about this book coming out and everything. And the working title is Hints, Tips, and Tricks and Bizarre Recipes for Your Dehydrator. So
who came up with that?
You did, actually. She did.
I did.
So
we were talking one night sitting out on the porch.
Yeah, we sat down one time.
Trying to think of a good name for it.
Yep.
So he ran inside and picked up his.
I did. I literally did. I scribbled that down. That's a great name. We need to write it down because
otherwise it would have been gone. Gone.
So, anybody have any questions or anything like that? Do you guys have any tips on your shopping tips?
Me hungry for it. It's going to be good, Michael. I'm really enjoying editing it.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun book. So, but any questions? We're sitting at.
We have 4 minutes.
We're sitting at 55 minutes, and so, but we can make it a little longer if you guys got questions or anything. But again, if you're new, like, subscribe, and share, and ring that little bell so that get notified when we post new videos and everything. Just know that I super appreciate y'all. We super appreciate y'all. We are loving these Saturday night lives, and we're seeing Sherry in here, we're seeing Michael.
We're getting to know where people are
getting to know the people and everything. Jean's in here.
I'm not sure where Jean is from.
Katie's in here. We had Pat Heggie.
Pat's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
I love Pat. If the shit hits the fan, excuse me, Pat's gonna come over and live with us.
Yeah,
she's our dog's godmama.
Holly's in here. Michelle's in here. So we're starting to see a lot of
repeat people.
And it's neat to get to know you guys, and so it's fun and everything. So get on my Telegram, get on my newsletter, and what else? Remember that I am speaking at the North Carolina's premier homesteading prepping self-sufficiency event. Mountain
Harmony, North Carolina.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Van Hoy Family Farms, Harmony, North Carolina. There it is.
Mountain Readiness Expo, May 5th through the 7th, Harmony, North Carolina.
That's going to be pretty this time of year. It's pretty here.
Yeah. So, anything else that you can think of, my dear?
I can't.
So, anything else that you guys can think of, my dear?
My dear.
So,
thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you.
We love this time with y'all. We really do.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun for us. Tasty and bizarre.
I made
fire cider this year and dried the solids and powdered them for seasoning.
Ooh,
I've never had fire cider.
It's apple cider with hot peppers and some other stuff.
Oh, yum! That'd be a great spice.
Yeah,
you could put that in. It'd be good on fish. It'd be good on meat.
Yeah. Spicy.
Oh, Holly, you're sweet. You two are the best. We need to have maybe a girls' trip. We'll find out where everybody is, and we'll just make a girls' trip.
But that's one of the reasons why we moved here to this area,
because we're
so close to so many people and so many things.
When you live in Texas, everything is always days away.
Yeah.
And he was saying he was going to be speaking in Ohio, and I'm thinking, man, how far away is Ohio? And he's like, it's like 3 hours.
Yeah. It's like 3.5, 4 hours.
And that
North Carolina, I'm only doing 2-hour drive.
Yeah. So we're just so blown away by how close everything is here, because we're used to being in Texas, which is so huge.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it literally takes a whole. You cannot cross the state of Texas in a day.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It takes you. It takes a couple days.
It takes you 2 days to do it. So. But
yeah. Well, if you consider just Houston is the same size as Connecticut.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put the city of Houston inside the state of Connecticut.
Yep.
That's big.
Yep.
I like Salem.
Yes,
I like Virginia.
Yep, we do. We love it.
We do.
So.
Anything else, my darling husband?
That's all I can think of. Like, subscribe, share.
Ring the little bell. Pretty soon we have everybody sitting there going, ring the little bell.
So yeah, watch other YouTubers and see if they start doing it. Yeah, ring that little bell. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
You saw it here first. So.
And next week, whatever we do, he will do a slide.
Yeah.
I get to do my own slides, then right?
Yes.
If you like the software, let us know. I think it's cool. I really like it because you can put the slides up so easily. We haven't had any technical difficulty, which is really amazing for our first time.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of cool stuff with it, and
you can actually do teachings on this, can't you? Trainings on it.
I can do banners. Let's see what I got here. Branding. Let's see. I got this thing here. Ooh, Raven Moore,
cool
Kilted Prepper.
I kind of like the around the edges.
Yeah, we got the edges and everything. We can pop in, do things like that, or do things like that, or like that. So there's all kinds of technology. There's all kinds of things that you can do. I'm still learning it, obviously, but there's a lot that you can do, and it's just a lot of fun.
Doesn't take
and
much.
It keeps,
doesn't take much to make us happy, does it?
Yeah. So,
but good life.
When you buy my book, it helps me pay for this. So,
my mother used to always say, my mother was so funny, and she'd always say she wore holy underwear and that was her way of martyring herself. So it's kind of like, well, I'm going to start wearing holy underwear while you buy computer programs. How's that? She was funny. My mom was great.
Yep.
So all righty. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Pat saying you guys are a couple ding dongs.
We are.
Yeah.
You fit right in with us.
Yeah.
Pat is my friend that makes me laugh.
Yeah. And then Sherry, yes. Where in Ohio? Oh my goodness, I don't know. But if you Google,
well, why don't you just post it when we're done?
I don't. Yeah, I can post it.
Because I need to. I don't know where you're gonna be in Ohio.
Oh, either. when? It's going to be the following weekend. So North Carolina is 5th through the 7th. And the weekend after that, which is, let me see here, May. So the 5th through the 7th is North Carolina, and the 12th through the 14th is boot camp. And so, and what I'll do is I'll put links to both of these in the description below. I'll add that to it and everything like that. So, but
Holly says we're awesome ding dongs.
Anything, my dear? That it?
Nope. I think we are good.
Yeah. So I'm Raymond.
I'm Cynthia.
I'm Raymond Moore, Kilted Prepper.
And I am and Cynthia. So someday I'll get my own name.
Yeah.
Raymond Moore.
So we'll see you. Goodbye. God bless. And Kilted.
Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Have a wonderful Easter.
Happy
tomorrow.
Easter.
Happy
Yes.
Easter.
Happy Resurrection Day.
Yeah.
So,
Enjoy.
God bless.
God bless. Bye.